Have you ever felt like you're barely using your Android phone to its full potential? Meet Lucas. Like most people, he uses his Android phone every single day. He checks messages, watches videos, browses social media, searches for information. But despite spending hours on his phone, he always felt like there had to be a smarter way to use it. Then Lucas discovered 10 Android apps that completely changed the way he studies, works, learns, and protects his data. The TO make things easier. I've divided this video into 4 categories. First, we'll look at apps that help you get organized. Second, AI, tools that save hours every week. Third, learning apps that help you study smarter. And finally, security apps that protect your information. Let's begin. Before Notion, Lucas had notes everywhere. Some were written on paper. Some were hidden inside random documents. Some were saved in apps he completely forgot about. Whenever he needed something important, he wasted time searching for it. Then he discovered Notion. Instead of having information scattered everywhere, he brought everything together into one place. Notes, projects, goals, schedules, ideas. Everything became organized. The best part is that Notion adapts to the way you work. Whether you're a student, creator, freelancer, or entrepreneur, you can build a system that fits your workflow. For Lucas, it became the foundation of his productivity system. The next app is TickTick. Lucas used to rely on memory, and memory is not always reliable. Assignments would be forgotten. Deadlines would appear unexpectedly. Important tasks would disappear from his mind. TickTick solved that problem. Now, whenever something important appears, he immediately adds it. The app combines tasks, reminders, calendars, and focus timers into one simple system. Instead of wondering what to do next, Lucas always knows exactly what needs his attention. Small improvements like that may seem insignificant, but over time they create a huge difference. The third app is Todoist. At first, Lucas thought Todoist looked very similar to TickTick, but after using both, he realized they each have different strengths. Todoist focuses heavily on simplicity. The interface is clean, fast, easy to understand. There are no unnecessary distractions. You can organize projects, assign priorities, and keep track of your progress without feeling overwhelmed. For people who prefer a minimalist approach, Todoist is one of the best choices available. At this point, Lucas finally felt organized. His notes were organized. His schedule was organized. His tasks were organized. But there was still one major problem. He was spending too much time doing things manually. And that's where the second category completely changed everything. The first app in this category is ChatGPT. When Lucas first downloaded ChatGPT, he thought it was just a chatbot. Then he started using it properly. Need help understanding a concept? ChatGPT can explain it. Need ideas? ChatGPT can generate them. Need summaries? ChatGPT can create them. Need help writing? ChatGPT can assist. Instead of spending 30 minutes searching through websites, Lucas could often find useful information within seconds. The better his questions became, the better the answers became. And before long, ChatGPT became one of the most useful apps on his phone. The next app is Gemini. Google's AI assistant has improved dramatically. Lucas uses Gemini whenever he wants quick explanations, brainstorming help, or organized information. Because it works closely with Google's ecosystem, everything feels connected and convenient. And as AI continues improving, Gemini keeps becoming more powerful. The final app in this category is Perplexity. Perplexity completely changed the way Lucas searches for information. Instead of showing endless pages of links, it provides direct answers and includes sources. That means faster research and more reliable information. For students, professionals, and curious people, that's incredibly valuable. Lucas was now organized. He was faster, and he was getting more done every day. But learning itself still felt difficult. And that's where the third category comes in. The third category is all about learning smarter. The first app in this category is Notebook LM. And honestly, this is one of the most impressive learning tools available today. Before Notebook LM, Lucas would spend hours reading large PDFs, documents, and study materials, trying to find important information, Try to understand difficult concepts. Try to remember everything. Then he discovered Notebook LM. Instead of struggling through hundreds of pages, he could upload his own materials and quickly get summaries, explanations, and insights. What makes Notebook LM special is that it focuses on the sources you provide. That means the answers come from your own notes and documents. For students, this could be a huge advantage. Instead of spending more time searching, you spend more time understanding. And that's exactly what helped Lucas learn faster. The next app is Grammarly. Most people know Grammarly as a grammar checker, but it's much more than that. Lucas constantly worried about grammar mistakes, spelling errors, and unclear writing. Whether it was an essay, email, presentation, or report, there was always a chance something could be improved. Grammarly helps solve that problem. It checks spelling, grammar, clarity, and even sentence structure. Instead of spending extra time proofreading everything manually, Lucas could improve his writing instantly. Great writing is a skill, and technology can help you develop it faster. The final app in this category is Microsoft Lens. This app is surprisingly useful. Imagine finding handwritten notes, worksheets, or important documents. Instead of typing everything manually, Microsoft Lens allows you to scan them using your phone. The app automatically improves readability and converts information into a digital format. Lucas uses it for study notes, documents, and class materials. Something that once took several minutes can now take only a few seconds. Learning became easier, studying became faster, and information became easier to manage. But there was still another problem: security. And that's where the fourth category comes in. The first app in this category is Bitwarden. Let's be honest, most people use weak passwords, or even worse, the same password everywhere. Lucas used to do exactly that. Then he discovered Bitwarden. Bitwarden stores passwords securely and generates stronger passwords automatically. Instead of trying to remember dozens of passwords, he only needs to remember one master password. Everything else stays protected. Security is one of those things people ignore until something goes wrong. Bitwarden helps prevent problems before they happen. So those were 10 Android apps that can completely change the way you use your phone in 2026. From organization.toai.to learning.to security. Each app solves a real problem, and together they can save hours every week. Now I want to hear from you. Which app would you install first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out the other AI tools and websites featured on this channel. You might discover your next favorite tool.